Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign. Took his game to a new level and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though.
I got the Steelers.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Pickett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
I got Steelers.
Out of bounds here, all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Pretty impressive play. Scrambled out of the pocket. Now, it took some guts to throw that ball because the defender was right there.
Tells you also that his offensive line understands who he is. You don't just get touchdown.
Whoever 49ers sucks.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because when you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Purdy gets this one to use check. A second pin has fallen, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Purdy. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Second interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They go play action here. Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 72 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short, now a hit, and a loose football. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason. from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pickett eluding the pressure right. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Pickett back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Harris running straight ahead. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Purdy now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side McCaffrey. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here we go with McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turned out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Purdy. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, you don't want a coaching, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Boswell for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd and 9, Purdy. Oh, nice move. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Larry Ogunjobi drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Purdy on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes.
And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 47 yards. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on this. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
127 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Purdy bootlegging it.
CMC is a cheat code.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. His throw incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Off play action. Pickett steps away. He gets it to Sid. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's Samuel caught left side. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that off.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Let's go. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting it.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler first. Pickett to throw on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. So that
Game is over
his
now.
second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So now the Niners down by 2 touchdowns, 2:11 to go. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick. On first down, it's Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
On first down, Purdy.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Purdy. Open man is Jerron Jennings.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Purdy to throw.
Going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw there complete to Sims.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll run on 1st down. It's Warren. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Pickett.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. And he will find his man, Samuel.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Pickett will try to throw for this.
Forced out to his left. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Purdy with one final shot here.
Shakes off the sack. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team.